Hello, hello. Let's get this thing started here. Let me make sure I'm on real quick. Looks like we are getting started. All right, let's flip that over. There we go. Hey, everybody. I'm Jeremy, and we are here on our Monday night Disney World live stream. We're going to give away some stuff, and we're actually going to change it up. So, we've been going live on Monday nights, but Dawn has been having to work on Monday, so we're going to switch it to Thursday. So what's going to change is we're kind of going to flip what I've been doing. We're going to start going live on Thursdays, and then our recorded podcast will come out on Mondays. So we'll see how that works. But for this week, it'll be two, so we're going to go live tonight and on Thursday. So I got some random news to talk about at the Magic Kingdom and stuff, and then we got Joanna going to come in a little while and talk about some stuff. We got a pin to give away. We've been giving away t-shirts. I'm going to save the t-shirt for Thursday night. So if you're here for the t-shirt, come back Thursday. Let's see here. Let me make sure we're still live. We are. Okay. So make sure, yep, we're public. Using a new system here. I'm just making sure we're good. In South Carolina, where we're at, the weather has been super duper cold, as has, I think, the whole Southeast. Today finally got up into the 50s. Last week we had like snow and ice and all this crazy stuff, so we're getting out of that, hopefully. And we'll see how that goes. All right. So, news that I have read today is I made a little list and I got some stuff here. I was trying to quickly make it to where I could share my screen, but I didn't get that far, so it'll be okay. There are new Haunted Mansion sunglasses available as of today, and it looks like purple with the wallpaper print on the frames. They're $22.99, and they are available at Star Traders in the Magic Kingdom, or at least that's where this particular report found them. They're purple colored and black. If they wasn't purple, I might have to have a pair. But they are available. Let me flip back over here. They released the schedule for the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, the music lineup, and it's quite the list. It starts out, I'll read through some of them real quick. It starts out March 7th and 8th. I think we'll actually be there the next week with the former lead singer of Boston, Tommy DiCarlo. That'll be a good one. March 9th and 10th has Air Supply 50th anniversary celebration. 14th and 15th is Blue October. 16th and 17th is Rick Springfield. 21st and 22nd, Herman's Hermits starring Peter Noon. 23rd and 24th is 38 Special. We've seen them before. The 28th and 29th is Jason Schiff, a longtime singer for the band Chicago. I'm going to check our audio real quick while I'm talking. They don't have a person yet for March 30th and 31st, to be continued on that. The 4th and 5th of April is the ELO Orchestra, the Electric Light Orchestra. They got a couple songs I really like. Sugar Ray is April 6th and 7th. Simple Plan, the 11th and 12th. Jody Messina, April 13th and 14th. Mike Delgisi, who is that? I don't know who that is. Do I? I don't think. 20th and 21st is A Flock of Seagulls. April 25th and 26th is Taylor Dane. April 27th and 8th, Don't Tell Dawn, is 98 Degrees. May the 2nd through 5th is the Plain White Tees. May 11th and 12th is Maverick City Music that was just added. The 16th and 17th of May is the Spinners. The 18th and 19th is the Pointer Sisters. The 23rd, 24th is the Outlaws. That was just added. May 25th, 26th is Dan Felder, formerly of the Eagles. May 30th and 31st is the Cat Empire. Don't know who they are. And June 1st and 2nd is We the Kingdom. So That'll be cool. There's always a lot of cool music there. But Dawn has been to one, but sometimes I think there's a crazy wait. So let's see what other news I had here. A new construction permit has been filed for the Little Mermaid show coming to Hollywood Studios. It was supposed to come around COVID time, and it kept getting bump. I think it was toward the end of last year. Somebody found that they were advertising for performers, and now I think they are about ready to get this thing going. So I'm hoping by the summer there's a Little Mermaid show at Hollywood Studios we can watch. That will be cool. The Astro Orbiter has been completely disassembled. I don't know exactly what kind of refurbishment they're doing, but I don't think I had read that this was even happening. And about 2 weeks ago, I was watching a stream there, and somebody walked in that morning, and the whole place had been walled off. And then like a day or two later, the rockets have been took off, and now the picture I'm looking at, I mean, they have like gutted this thing. So I'm sure it's not a bad thing. I like the Astro Orbiter. I just think, I don't know. It's some people get freaked out because it's kind of tall. I mean, it's a great view. It's just kind of, you got to get on the elevator. It takes a minute. That's the, if I don't want to call it a problem, but you got to like get loaded on the elevator, get up there, do it, get back down on the elevator. So I think the loading problem, that's not something they're going to fix. But I guess they're really refurbishing this thing, because it looks like the frame is the only thing there. The whole rotating structure is gone. Wouldn't it be something if they were taking the Triceratops spin, structure, and making it into the Astro Orbiter? Or maybe it's newer. I'm just talking this. It's not something that's happening that I'm aware of, but they have removed the entire thing off the top there. Wow, there's cranes in there. It's worth. I wish I could share my screen. I'll figure that out soon. We are getting ready to go to Disney in about 2 weeks. Probably not even 2 weeks now. And I'm going to try to do a mixture of all kind of stuff. We're going to try to do some live streams there. We're going to try to record some stuff y'all have asked about, and then I'm gonna try to record the trip sort of as whole. I'm gonna get I've been putting the December trip videos together. I probably should have done them sooner, but I'm gonna try to put these videos together quick. What has messed me up on the previous trips is I take all these random cameras, and each camera is good for like one particular thing. So like last time I took my 360 camera, and what I like about the 360 camera is, like, if we get on a roller coaster, I can edit the footage and see anything. So like I can have one view forward, I can have another view on me, or if Joanna's with me or whatever, and I like that. But it really sucks in low light. And somehow when I got on, I think it was the night of Mickey's Christmas party, somehow or another, I changed the mode of it. And that's the thing, it's got this little bitty screen, it's Insta360, which I like it, but I changed the mode to a time-lapse mode, so like half the videos I took are really not even usable, which that's when I was like, I'm done with this thing for this trip. So it's good for basically like roller coasters with a little bit of light. Like it wouldn't be good probably for Tron, or definitely for Guardians. We tried it, and you can't even see anything. I've got your regular like DJI Osmo Action 5 cameras, and honestly it's probably what I should just use, because you can strap it on for the roller coasters that like Tron, that you got to strap it on, or Space Mountain. You can throw it on a handle and wheel it around. It's easy for a coaster. It's easy for everything, and it's okay in low light. Like you get on like Pirates or something, you're gonna see some grain. The thing I'm using for a webcam now is the Osmo Pocket 3, and it's super stable. It's got the gimbal head. The main thing it don't do is on like a fast roller coaster like Expedition Everest, the head, there's so much G-force or whatever, the head can't keep up. So what I've been doing is, Like this last trip for the walkabout stuff, I had like the 360 camera or some roller coasters. For the where I knew I needed a little more light, I used the Pocket 3 or even the big mirrorless camera. For, certain things I used anyway. So I got all this footage spread out over 4 cameras and a cell phone or 2 cell phones, and trying to organize it and figure out what's what. And then the trip before that, October, I had rigged up a thing with this Pocket 3 to where it would film in normal mode like you'd watch on a TV, like in landscape mode. But then I had a little handle and I put my action camera on the front in portrait mode. So my thinking was, and this is good for stuff later, like if I need to have a video about any particular thing and it be in that mode, is without having to crop and make stuff kind of grainy or whatever, I had both orientations. But you got to start one, you got to start the other. It was just too much. So the next trip, I think I'm just going to stick to one, which will probably be this Pocket 3 for the most part. And that way it'll be on one device. And whenever I put the videos together, I'm not trying to pull, okay, well, I got the first 2 hours on the cell phone, and then I got 2 hours on this 360, and then it's, like scattered in with these other cameras. That makes it a mess. So anyway, that's my plan, is just to stick to one thing, and we'll go from there. I just read here they are doing a refurbishment on Dumbo. Let me see what it says. They're going to wait till February to do it. There is so much stuff under refurbishment, and I know it's probably a slower time of the year, but I mean, Test Track's been down for quite some time at Epcot. Let's start at Epcot. All right, Test Track's down. I've been hearing rumors, and I need to read up that Nemo may be getting refurbished. I keep hearing some stuff about Spaceship Earth too, but it's still up for now. So Test Track's down, and that's a big ride. That's a big player in the park. Magic Kingdom's got Astro Orbiter down. Let me just start over that way. We got Astro Orbiter down. It looks like Dumbo's fixing to go down. Big Thunder Mountain is out for like a year or better. Tiana's keeps having all this trouble. And I don't know. I guess the problem was they did not particularly refurbish the ride system from Splash Mountain. Thought I heard something. They just rethemed it, so the old ride system's still breaking down a lot. But the good thing, to me at least, is like right now it's cold and there's probably not many people riding it. Fix the thing, you know what I mean? Like all this crazy stuff's happening. They're still doing the construction beside Pirates for the little tavern thing they're building, or however they're doing that. Hollywood Studios, we're fixing to lose all the Muppet stuff, and then Rock and Roller Coaster is going to be down while they retheme it to the Muppets. So that's the poor Animal Kingdom. I really think they could have kept Dino Land, added a little bit more something to it, and then beyond Dino Land still built all this Encanto and South America stuff they're building, in my opinion. Because now that Triceratops spins down, I think we got a little more time with Dinosaur and all that, but let's just say we're counting out most of Dino Land. Well, that just leaves Pandora, which is already like the thing that gets backed way up with Navi and with Flight of Passage. And then we got Expedition Everest, which don't get that backed up. I mean, it does sometimes in the middle of the day. It's cold, so nobody's riding Cali River Rapids. So, and you got the safari. So, like, you go to Animal Kingdom, it's like you got the safari, and you got Pandora, and you can walk around. No, don't get me wrong. There's some cool stuff to walk around and see, or you can walk around. I just feel like maybe they should have refurbished Dino Land. And here's what I think their thinking was. They're like, you know what? They'd already got rid of the little coaster that was there, 2020, I think it was, or 2022, I can't remember. We're down to these few things. Universal has got, obviously, all the dinosaur cool stuff. Why don't we just take a step back and theme it to some of our stuff? And I can't say that I blame them too much, but at the same time, it was a very cool thing, and it has a cool backstory with Chester and Hester and all that stuff. So, like, I think they should have kept it. Maybe put something in place of where that little uh, roller coaster was. I'm trying to think of the name of it, but and then there, if you look at a map, I mean, there's tons of land. Just build that Encanto stuff past it. That way, I hate when people say Animal Kingdom's a half day park, but in all reality, you know, when we've made short trips, and I've said this on here before, um, you can. Oh, something's going on here. Let's see. I think it's still going. In like 2 or 3 hours, you know, you can hit all the heavy hitters. We'll make sure our stream's still going because it is acting sketchy. Okay, it looks like we are. On the computer, something just kind of like glitched. We have went and rope dropped Animal Kingdom. You know, you can rope drop Animal Kingdom, and you can jump on Flight of Passage with a, let's say, a 20-minute or less wait. If you're at the front, you know, if you're getting in there at the front of the time line, usually you can jump off there, get on Navi River Journey or whatever, and with no line basically, and then Safari don't normally, Kilimanjaro safaris don't usually open up till like later, like 8 or 8:30, whatever. You can bolt over there, and maybe if the first two go according to plan, you can be on there and like wait 20 minutes or less. Walk over to Expedition Everest. There's usually not a line at that point. 5 minutes or whatever, or do single rider if there is, and you're basically now done. I mean, you could hit, you could hit Dinosaur on the way out, but I had something in my tooth. I mean, but that's it. So we did it last year, this past March, me and Dawn, and it was like 9:45, and we had rode all of those, and we're walking out. So, granted, we did not like explore the trails, and there's still other, you know, like it's Tough to Be a Bug, which is fixing to be refurbished. There's other stuff that's cool you could do, but as far as we're there and we need to, as sort of fast as possible, hit the heavy hitters and get out, we did it, and we did it in like 3 hours, you know, so actually less than 3 hours. So technically, you know, I used to be like, no, Animal Kingdom's not a half day park, but now that we're losing all this dinosaur stuff, I mean, it's like, come on now, we're sorry, we are kind of making it that. And I hope when they bring in the Encanto stuff, and I know that's going to take 2 or 3 years to get all that settled, but I want it to add enough stuff to where it's like a full-blown, full-day park. You know what I mean? So I think if they add that, I still think it needs a little more. That's just my opinion. Add the Encanto South America themed stuff, and then, you know, I don't either add. I feel like there's still some room back in like Asia area, or I mean, I hadn't looked at an aerial map over in Pandora. You know, there's new movies coming out, so maybe they could make a fire and ice ride or something over there. But there's really, if you look at the wait times, the big heavy hitter, and I know a lot of people, they'll just bolt to Animal Kingdom with a lightning lane, get on Flight of Passage, and they're out. So like that's the main thing. Now Expedition Everest is like one of my favorite things as well, but I don't know. There just needs to be a little more. And I keep hearing people talking about when they're going to build a fifth park. I really think they need to get Hollywood Studios settled with all this new stuff. Need to get Animal Kingdom settled and potentially enlarge, or not enlarge, but just add some more stuff to Animal Kingdom. Then, you know, and there's a ton of room at Epcot. I was reading where they could easily add 3 or 4 more countries back there, and there's room for it, and they built it that way. And I'm not saying they need to do that, but Epcot is a huge place. You know what I mean? I mean, there's tons of room all around. So we'll see about all that. I just feel like everything is down for refurbishment. Let me read real quick. It says Dumbo was supposed to start refurbishment on the 27th, that's today, of January. and was going to reopen in the spring. Now they've stated the indoor children's playground will close for refurbishment on February 24th and open in the spring. The attraction will remain open. Okay, so that makes sense. And I will say, we went into that playground last trip, I think it was a month ago or whatever it was, and it seemed like there's a lot of like random broke stuff, or a couple slides or something was roped off. So maybe that'll fix whatever's going on there. And I like that playground because it's like, it was kind of busy last time, but not a lot of people know about it. Just like the spaceship or the Mission Space playground, when you're coming out of there, there's a cool playground most people don't know about. But anyway, so at least the rides remaining open. It looks like the playground's what they're working on, but man, are they working on some stuff. It is something else. I'm not looking forward to Hollywood Studios. I just hope they plan it to where, like, the Muppet stuff's going to be closed. I mean, it's going to have to overlap at some point. Rock and Roller Coaster is going to be closed. So that's like, Rock and Roller Coaster is a heavy hitter. Muppet stuff is not like the biggest of things, but it's a whole big area. You know what I mean? That's going to be all closed. And then it'll probably take a couple years to get the Doors roller coaster thing, or the Monsters Inc. going. So looks like the France Pavilion wine bar was closed, but it's back open. Let's see. I do know they have changed out the bride at Disneyland in the Haunted Mansion, and I had mixed reviews, but they did sort of mimic the original bride with the whole beating heart thing. But I feel like everybody's confused because we still got Constance in Florida, thank God. But I'm sure her time is limited. Like probably in the next 2 years, probably sooner, they're going to do away with the hanging scene in the stretching room. And I don't know how I feel about that either, because it's like a big part of Haunted Mansion. But I remember the first time I rode it, and I was like, dang, that's pretty gory right out of the gate here. And I always typically hold Joanna's ears because it does the screaming thing, and I don't even know that she knows exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, it's most of the time you can see something up there's like swinging around, but it's not like crystal clear. So I don't think she even pays attention. So it is gory and whatever, but I just feel like it's a big part of the Haunted Mansion. So I think whatever they replace, and they've basically said that's coming. They're going to replace it with something else. I think they already got that scrim up there. They could probably very easily, without changing a bunch of stuff, just put a projection on that scrim of some sort and still do like almost a jump scare sort of thing, and that projection show something. You know what I mean? And don't change the narration. Maybe it could say, there's always my way, and then cut to something either funny or not as gory as a person hanging there. But at the same time, I mean, like, I don't know, it's history, you know what I mean? Like, and I hate to see it change. So Constance is still in Disney World, and what I don't understand with the change is now she's holding a candelabra in Disneyland. I do like that the theory is she's the ghost in the hallway with the floating candelabra, but now instead of just the 5 husbands' heads disappearing, the entire husband disappears. So like, there's been a lot of question on what I've seen. Or did she kill them, or did they suddenly die, or did they kill themselves, or what? Why are these husbands disappearing? Like, she's holding the candelabra. Is she looking for the husbands? Is she's got the red beating heart on the projection. So like, is she, I don't know. I mean, it makes me feel like she's sad because the husbands are gone, but it's not clear to me. Did she do something with them, or I don't know. I don't understand the storyline now. And I know the original bride had the beating heart and all that sort of thing, but it's just to me, Constance with the axe and the heads disappearing, and there she is in the stretching room, on top of the grave with an axe and a head, so that makes sense. But the new one, I need a story, basically, is what I'm saying. I need to know what, like, how did she get rid of them, or what happened to them if she didn't do it herself. I don't know. I need to know that. And then at Disneyland, you got Hatbox right past her, so could that have something to do with it? Or, there was rumors that with Constance, he's missing his head, so she was involved in that. But now, I don't know. I need a story. If anybody knows it, please let me know. But anyway, so that's a big thing. I'm sure at some point that'll change at Disney World, as will the hanging person at both of them. And I think that's just, there's limited time left. I think they got an opportunity to just use, and I'm not big on using projections for everything, but there's already that scrim up there, so it could look like a attic or whatever they want it to look like, and then they could throw a projection of something, and it could be funny, or it could be related to something else, or whatever. But we'll see. And I understand they're trying to be semi careful, if that's the way to put it. But it's a haunted ride, you know what I mean? Like, there is much, and I know it's Disney World, but there's much worse things at there. And put a thing out front that says this may contain blah 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 blah. If there's, I never have paid attention. There may be one somewhere already, but put that out front and leave it like it is, in my opinion. But I don't know. And then I still struggle. I don't like that the Hatbox Ghost are in two different places. I know I'm reading too much into it, but I've really got into the history of the Haunted Mansion. I don't like, in California, he's right past the Bride there, and then Disney World, he's right there at the hallway. And just watching people, one day I sit there and rode that thing 4 or 5 times in a row. But you can watch people, and everybody's looking at him. They're not even paying attention to the floating candelabra, or even that the armor is moving beside the hallway. You know what I mean? So it kind of took away a little bit of that. And somebody said they didn't put it that way in Disney World because whatever platform they were going to have to put him on wasn't stable enough or something. But come on. I mean, it's Disney World. Build something or do whatever. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But anyway, let me see what else we got in the news. There's Festival of the Arts happening right now at Epcot. I've never been there. We've never been there, so this will be our first trip. And it's it's a short festival, so I am looking very much forward to that because a lot of people say that's their favorite festival. Here's something I read earlier that is intriguing. There is a scrim placed in front of, on Living with the Land, towards the end, they have like that glass up and it's like some sort of laboratory. And I guess it's really a laboratory. I don't know. And it says like, we're working with the Department of Agriculture on blah, blah, blah. All right, well, now there's a thing blocking it. So they're doing something. Hopefully they're going to make it fancier and not doing away with it. But there's something going on in there. And they've got it blocked. So I would imagine it's just a little refurb, and at least it don't really affect the ride that much. The biotechnology lab is how they got it worded on here. But something's happening in there. I still would like to do the Living with the Land behind the scenes tour. And I think Joanna would like it because she's all about, like growing stuff and all that sort of thing. So I think we may do that sooner than later. I was really looking forward to doing a dolphin encounter thing they used to have at Epcot there. And then they did away with the dolphins, and then they did away with the manatees. I'm very glad I got some video somewhere of the manatees on our last trip last month, because it was Little Joe, and I can't remember the other one's name, but they had just brought the other one in like within the last few months when they got rid of the dolphins. Now they've sent both of them to somewhere else in Florida, and supposedly they're bringing in more manatees, which I hope. But we got to watch them eat like big heads of lettuce and all that stuff, and it was pretty cool. But I feel like that is a huge aquarium that not a ton of people even talk about, and I think there's a ton of potential there. Obviously, I just think they need to do something, and it's very weird to me knowing when those dolphins used to be in that huge tank, and right after they took them out, we were there, I think in October, and it was basically just a big empty tank. And then last trip, they'd put a few random like fish and stuff in there, but it wasn't much. And it was just like, this is, I guess to average Joe, they wouldn't think about it, but it was like, this is weird. And they used to have it to where you could stand up on the top platform in like waist deep water, and the dolphins would swim up, and you could pet them and do all this stuff. And it was what I would consider fairly cheap. It was like $189 or $99. I mean, to pet a dolphin in the water, to me, that's pretty cheap. So we were going to do it, and at some point, and then they did away with the dolphins. So it is what it is. The weather in Florida has also been very cold, as it has here in South Carolina. Let me read this. Where's this at? There's a new Inside Out photo op and movie poster added at Pixar Plaza. That's pretty cool. That'll be we'll check that out here in a week or two. One thing that I like, and I think more people should do, is on the live streams in the park, I like to see the merchandise, because it changes every month or two to a certain degree. Just like the glasses I told you about, Haunted Mansion glasses, I like to see the merchandise. If we had time and we're closer and whatever, I would definitely do some of those at like Disney Springs and all the parks, and even some of like the character warehouses and all that sort of thing. And I mean, I see people do them, but it's not like very often. The Muppet Vision, I think I've already, obviously it's going away. I think the restaurant is going away in May, and then I think it was June the 10th or 11th or somewhere in there, Muppet Vision's going away. And that's going to be a weird area that they're going to basically be tearing up. But I mean, at least you still got Star Wars, you got Galaxy's Edge over there, that's a big area, you still got Toy Story Land. I feel like there needs to be something. Maybe, I don't know, I'd have to look at a map to see what they could build, but there needs to be something either like over toward Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, or somewhere on that main area. I don't know. Because I wish I would have known Hollywood Studios when it was MGM back in the day. That was before my Disney travels. But I feel like I would have loved it. Like the behind the scenes studio tour, and they were actually making some movies and stuff there. Like, that is very cool, and I wish they could have somehow kept that, and brought in the stuff they currently got. You know what I mean? Because Hollywood Studios, of people I know that go there that have never been or whatever, that's usually one of their top picks. You know what I mean? Because it's, to me, it's smaller, but there's a lot of stuff going on. And don't get me wrong, once they get the Monsters coaster, the Doors coaster built, that's going to be very cool. And I'm sure, the Muppet, changing the Rock and Roller Coaster into the Muppet thing, that's going to be cool. I mean, I'm not against it, but I just feel like some of these parks, like I was talking about Animal Kingdom, there's like one or two big bangers, and then that's what everybody goes to, and then they bounce, or it gets backed up so far that some days you can't even get on them or get a lightning lane, and then it's just, I don't know. But anyway, Joanna is wanting to come and tell y'all something about a ride. I can't remember what she said, so I'm going to tell her to come in here, and she'll be excited. She gets all into these videos, so thank y'all for leaving her a comment or giving her a like or whatever you need to do, but she gets all pumped up. So y'all definitely keep doing that. And after her section, if y'all will stay with me, let me see who all we got on here. We're going to give away tonight. We're going to give away a pen, and Thursday night we're going to give away a T-shirt. So the rules sort of are that if you've won anything in the past month, give it a month before you try to win something. That way, people have a chance. But we're going to give away a pen. You can put these on. There you go.
Okay, so wait.
What you want to talk about? You can back up a little bit. There you go. You good.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Maybe.
Let me make sure you are in the frame here. Hang on one second.
Yeah. I'm in the frame.
Yeah, I see you. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
We've
been talking about all kind of stuff. All the refurbishments. We've been talking about Hollywood Studios. Why don't we talk about what's your favorite things to eat?
Yes.
At Disney World.
Yes. So first we're going to do Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
First, number 1, the Crystal Palace.
I like that too.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Enchanted Dining.
Who did we meet there?
We met Eeyore, Tigger, Piglet, and Winnie the Pooh.
Yep. It's funny because when we went, it was our first day there. We randomly just went to Magic Kingdom and saw the fireworks. And I was looking on the app, and it was like, there's basically nothing available except there was some Crystal Palace availability. And I thought, you know what? We'd never been there. And we walk in, and like the place is almost empty because it was toward the end of the night. But
yeah. I gotta tell you something.
Go ahead.
They had like the Friendship Day anniversary and like the Winnie the Pooh songs.
Yep. And we got to meet them all.
Yeah.
And to be honest, and maybe it was because we were starving to death, but all the food was really good.
Yeah.
They had some nice shrimp.
Yeah.
Some nice like potatoes and all that sort of thing.
Number 2.
Okay.
It's Tony's.
I like Tony's too.
They have like very good food.
We went to Tony's on our very first trip.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Yes.
Why are you doubling up everything you say?
So I'm sorry.
It's fine. It sounds weird. You're good. But anyway, we liked it. And then we get back and everybody's talking about how they don't like it. And I was like, we either had a really great experience or people are crazy. So then I got to reading that they had redone a lot of stuff and made it better. And we went back in, I don't remember, I think it was October. It was great again. So I would recommend it. It's in a neat spot. You can walk out of there and you're already in the same area to meet Mickey Mouse and all that. And if there's a parade, it's easy to like see the parade and bolt right in there. Or if you eat out on the front porch, which we've never done, but you could actually watch the parade from there.
So number 3. We're gonna wait. What else are there?
You really like the beignets.
Yeah, the beignets near
in Frontierland.
Yeah, in Frontierland.
I can't think of the little food cart, but you like that. Let's change parks to another one. Which
Epcot.
Epcot, okay.
So, Space 220.
I will say that may be my favorite meal to date on Disney World property. I booked it, and I knew a little bit about it, but I booked it just for the space experience. When I was a kid, I was really into outer space. She really likes outer space, the whole 9 yards. But the food, man, I got the filet and a bunch of stuff, and it was like on point. Got
the macaroni and the lemonade. It was the best.
So, very cool thing. It was expensive, but that's kind of what you expect. Very cool theme, very cool everything. Like you're eating and there's astronauts flying by and spaceships and all this stuff. What else at Epcot?
Let me think.
Easy. around Epcot, there's the boardwalk area,
Yeah.
and we like the cake bake shop.
The Morocco thing.
Oh yeah, we ate in Morocco at Epcot. That
Yeah,
was
we
good.
We ate at Morocco, which the kebabs are the best.
They were really good.
Yeah, they're the best.
The what was it, Trattoria El Forno or whatever back there toward the boardwalk.
think-
It was really, really good. I may go back there on the next trip. It was so
Yeah.
good. And we had a server named Lloyd, and he really went above and beyond. Like, I'm going to ask for him if we go back.
Okay.
All right, next part, Hollywood Studios, what do you like to eat?
The Brown Derby.
The Brown Derby had a very cool theme.
Yeah, it was very fancy.
To me, though, the salad was pumped up. So me and Dawn got the Cobb salad. I'm not saying it was bad, but to me, it didn't live up to the expectation that I had for it. I would go back, and I would try different stuff and all that, but that salad, I would eat the salad again. But I was expecting, like, this, and it was more like this.
Yeah, it's very fancy.
What else do you like at Hollywood Studios?
What else is there at Hollywood Studios?
Roundup Rodeo.
Yeah, Roundup Rodeo. It's a very good restaurant for kids.
I enjoy it. I mean, it's a great, I'd put it like in the town we're in. We got a lot of barbecue, but it's up toward the top of the barbecues that I like. I mean, it's good. There's good sides. There's good everything. So let's switch to,
Wait, I didn't get to talk about it.
go ahead.
There's like the Slinky Dog mac and cheese, which is also the best.
It is good.
Yeah, very good.
We get to ride those horses in.
Yeah, and you get everything.
Yep. Desserts.
Yeah, every dessert.
So let's see. What about Animal Kingdom?
Yeah, Animal Kingdom.
We at Animal Kingdom, we've ate at Flame Tree before.
Yeah, wait.
I didn't have any complaints. Go ahead.
Flame Tree?
The first trip we ate there, and then we ate at Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
Rainforest Cafe is sort of a touristy place, but I mean they got some cool stuff in there. And the food, I wouldn't give the food a bad rating. I mean I wouldn't rate it up with a lot of other stuff we've ate, but
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Yeah, it isn't.
Off property, we ate at the Storybook Dining at Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah.
The food was
Storybook
good
Dining.
there, and the whole everything was cool. Soon, I want to go try a few other things like at the Riviera and here, there, and yonder. But most of the regular cafeterias are kind of the same old stuff at these resorts. We went to Caribbean Beach to their little sandwich shop. What was it called? Anyway, it wasn't nothing spectacular, but you can get off the Skyliner and like bolt right over there. It was decent.
Wait, I gotta tell you something.
Okay.
Was it like? Wait, I don't even know about Flame Tree. I've never heard of it.
Well, we ate it like 3 years ago, so you probably don't remember it. Flame Tree's a barbecue thing, and I think I got like the chicken. I mean, and it was like tender. I don't know if you remember this, but we ate outside, and there was a bunch of birds walking up to us wanting food.
Yeah.
Gran was with us, and me, you, Mama, I think Donald. But it was. I would go back, but it wouldn't be like top of my list to go back to. But it was good.
Hey, can we do like the Wilderness Lodge next time?
Maybe.
Cause it's off property.
Oh yeah. But anyway, so give us about another minute or two. We're going to give away tonight, Joanna, a pin.
Yeah, a pin.
So I guess we'll go ahead and say what we're going to do. Pick. Let me have Joanna write down a number.
Yeah.
You don't let them see the number.
Mhm.
You write it up top here. Just don't let them see it. You're good.
Anything?
Between 1 and 20. She's going to write down a number. Scratch that old one out. Perfect. All right, that's good. You write down a number. We ain't going to tell them what it is. Oh, we got to do an erase. And once she picks that number, we're going to have y'all first. Okay. All right, I'm going to flip it over. Hopefully they didn't see that. Nope. I don't think you see it. Y'all pick a number between 1 and 20. Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
And make sure you can only choose one number. Make sure nobody else has already chose that number when you put it in. And then we'll give it like 1 or 2 minutes. And then whoever's closest to Joanna's number wins a Disney pin. And we'll get it shipped to you.
I hear you through the microphone.
You're supposed to.
I hear you through the headphones.
I got you.
Yeah.
So y'all pick a number between 1 and 20.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
And whoever gets closest to the number she wrote down
Yeah.
will win
The prize.
the prize. And we'll give it a minute, make sure we're updated here.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll give it a minute. We've
Yeah.
gave away T-shirts. We gave away pins. Thursday night we're going to go live. We're going to give away a T-shirt. So come back for that. It'll be about 6 o'clock on Thursday. But pick a number in the comments. Pick a number between 1 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
Only choose one number.
Yeah. One number.
And whoever's closest
Will win the pin.
will win the Disney pin.
For free.
For free.
Yes.
We'll give it a minute.
You count if I like do that bit?
That's fine.
Okay, so yeah. You'll win the prize if you win. So if you put in the comments what I wrote,
So what you want to do is, if you're just getting on here, we're giving away a Disney pin.
was it done?
Hang on a second. Joanna wrote down a number.
Mm-hmm.
So choose a number between 1 and 20 in the comments. We're going to give it a minute or two. Whoever gets closest to her number will win the pin.
Yeah.
Only choose one number. And if you've won anything in the past month, we're going to say sit it out till a month passes so the same people don't win over and over and over.
So, if you put in the comments what I wrote, you'll win the prize.
Bingo. Or if they get close to it.
Yeah. So it's between 1 and 20. Choose one number, you'll get a free Disney pin. Yeah, a free Disney pin. For free. Of
For
course.
free.
Yeah. For free.
I'm just checking our comments here.
Yeah, we're checking the comments. Yeah, we are checking the comments. Okay, so, wait.
I don't think anybody has chosen a number, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Let's call it a night.
Yeah.
And on Thursday, we're going to give away a T-shirt since nobody put in a number tonight.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Or what we could do is say whoever watches this after the fact and puts a comment could win the pin. Let's do that.
Yes.
We got no numbers,
Yeah.
so whoever's the first to comment and type in pin winner, we'll get with you and get you the free pin.
Yeah.
So y'all do that, and we'll see y'all on Thursday night for our next live stream, and then we're going to switch to Thursdays after that.
See you later and later, Gators.
Appreciate y'all watching.
Yeah, appreciate all watching.
Yeah.
Remember, it's okay